much money do I make passively from real estate? I know I've mentioned how much I make from my side hustle, but I've never really spoken about my real estate investments. So if you are interested in finding out, then please keep watching. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing really well. As mentioned, I'm going to be sharing with you how much I make passively from my 3 investment properties. This video really isn't a flex, it's more so a chance for me to share with you, and hopefully you get some inspiration, you get a little bit of insight into what others are doing out there, because I think learning from other people's mistakes is honestly the best thing you can do. Because if someone's gone out there and done it and they're sharing their teachings or learnings along the way, then I think it's just so valuable. And that's honestly what I want to do with you today, and just share with you my passive income from my real estates per year and what that dollar value actually looks like. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of context as to what it is that I actually do, how did I accumulate 3 investment properties? Well, let me tell you. So this all happened last year. I bought my first investment property late January, early February last year, and I obviously had money saved aside to put a down payment forward for that investment property. Now, I do purchase regionally just because it works with my strategy, works with the strategy that I've discussed with my buyer's agent as well. I've done a video here on my channel just last week about my buyer's agent and answering some questions with you guys, so I will leave that down below in case you are interested. But that strategy works for me. I like to buy regionally because I honestly can't afford living in the city, and I honestly don't plan to, buy my first home somewhere that I'm not even sure I want to live. So I think for me to be able to accumulate and keep investing into real estate is very important, because when it does come time for me to settle down and buy my dream house or build my dream house, I am going to be able to obviously know where I want to live, but not pull out a big mortgage to have to pay it off for the rest of my life. Instead, what I can do is to just sell a few of the properties and you can purchase or build that house outright. So that stress for me, I feel like, is so much more manageable, and I honestly don't want to take up a greater than $1 million loan at the moment, because I'm 26 and I don't really need that sort of financial burden in my life. Instead of having investment properties where I'm able to just have positive cash flow properties that pay themselves off, and I have no worries at all to worry about. So back to my story. So then later on in the year, I did extract some of the equity from the first investment property to purchase my second and third investment property, and I purchased those 2 at the same time because obviously the opportunity at the time was amazing, and I did find something that I wanted to get, and I extracted the equity from the first property to purchase those 2 as well. Obviously I did have money saved up. I was working at a bank as a risk manager. I had a 6-figure salary, so I did have a lot of savings accumulated as well, and I was just living a very frugal lifestyle. So it just worked for me, and the timing was perfect. So within the span of about 9 months, I was able to purchase 3 investment properties, and fast forward to today, I'm just going to share with you how much these properties are earning me passive income on the side without me doing anything. And a disclaimer that I just wanted to mention: it is your choice whether you want to pay principal and interest, or you can just pay interest only as well. And that's the option that I've chosen, just because I want to make sure that I can leverage as much debt as possible to be able to put my money into investments like cryptocurrency, collectibles. You can put it into ETFs, shares, or whatnot. So I think for me to be able to just have debt on there that's growing, and it definitely has appreciated in value, the properties, because I did do a valuation recently. But not only that, it is also important for me to have other investments so that I have diversified my risk, and a lot of you guys know I'm very open about it, that I have invested into cryptocurrency as well. That strategy really works well for me. Also, to let you know, I am rent vesting at the moment. So what that means is I'm renting where I currently obviously live, and instead of living in my investment properties, it's because my investment properties are regionally and I don't want to live regionally, and I don't want to sell them right now to be able to live where I am currently, because as I said, I don't know about my location and where I end up being in the next couple of years. So I am rent vesting, so that means you rent in an area that you like and you can afford, and it's decent for your lifestyle, but you're also investing as well, and that really just works for me. And also just mentioning as well, if you need a buyer's agent, I will leave my one down below so you can check out his page. He's got a YouTube channel here as well. But let's jump into the video and let me break it down for you guys how much I actually make passively from my 3 investment properties in regional Australia. Hey guys, just introducing today's sponsor, which is DataCamp. So DataCamp is an online learning platform that makes it easy to build data skills. You're able to learn at your own pace with interactive courses and hands-on exercises. With DataCamp, you don't need any previous data skills to get started. DataCamp has courses for all different skill levels, from data fundamentals and data visualization to data science coding courses in Python, R, and SQL. Now for me, the course that I've recently been taking is the Tableau course. So in my job working at a bank, we use Tableau all the time. So for those of you who don't know what Tableau is, it's basically a program where you're able to manipulate data and present it in many different ways, like graphs, pie charts, etc. DataCamp is definitely very easy to use, and you're able to learn directly from your browser, and it doesn't actually require any extra software. You're able to learn from over 350 courses designed by top experts currently working in the industry to help you develop the skills that you need today and in your workplace. Now, also, as you can see here, you're able to take a free assessment which gives you personalized learning recommendations for you to grow your data skills. So if you're interested in investing in yourself, then be sure to use the link in the description box below and check out the first chapter of any course for free. Now back to the video. So how I'm going to calculate this is we are going to minus all of the expenses from the rent that I receive, and that amount will give us the amount of my passive income, and over the course of 1 year I'll show you guys how much I make passively. And as mentioned, I am doing interest only loans at the moment. I don't pay off the principal, and obviously that's because I want to invest elsewhere, right? So let's begin. Alrighty, so you should see some figures here on your screen. Now we're going to break it down. So for the 3 investment properties, my monthly mortgage interest that I pay for these properties is about $1,007 per month. Now if we go to our monthly rates, so these include, water rates, council rates, insurance, and management fees, then combined for the 3 properties, I pay about $651 per month. So if we calculate that all together, so that's the interest and then the expenses that I've got, so that comes to a total of $1,658 for my total expenses. Now moving on, so those are all of the expenses. Moving on to our rent. So rent from all 3 properties is about $2,946 per month. So my net passive income per month is basically your rent minus your expenses, which is $1,288 per month of passive income. And if I multiply that for the entire year, that gives me about $15,456 of passive income for the entire year. Now, for someone that's working a average 9-to-5 job, about $60,000, that is about a quarter of their income. So I think to be able to generate $15,000 on the side, I think is honestly a lot. And I think this video was mainly just for me to share that it is honestly possible. If you really want to achieve financial freedom, if you really want to have investment properties, then you can honestly do it. Now, I haven't bought expensive investment properties. As mentioned, I've bought regionally, and that works for my strategy. It's something I can afford. It's not something in the city. It's not something that is gonna, cost me a lot and really hurt my pocket. So obviously, full transparency, for me to be able to generate about $15,000 a year in passive income, I think from regional properties is great. It's something that is very achievable, it's doable, and for a lot of people out there that are working a 9-to-5 job, it's definitely something that you can achieve. Contributing to that down payment, that deposit, then it's honestly possible, because in a matter of 9 months I was able to purchase 3 investment properties, and I did that all by extracting the equity, buying in a good place, buying in a good location, one that had, growth, and that I've just extracted the equity from, and I was able to purchase my 2nd and 3rd investment as well. So I just wanted to be very transparent, very open and honest with you guys, so that you can share and you can leverage my experience, my mistakes, and just take on these learnings. And I really hope that if and provides you guys with some value along the way. Of course, this was non-financial advice. I'm not obviously approved to give that sort of advice, but it's all up to you. This is just my story and I just wanted to share it with you. So other than that, guys, I will leave it there, and if you've got any questions, any sort of suggestions at all, then be sure to leave it down below and I will answer them when I get to them. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and I will catch you guys in my next one. Thanks, guys.